opening up the keyhole, and just looking outside. I'm like, no.
So then you get into the whole industry of like adult film. Was it what you expected doing your first scene? So you had me doing moves falls off the top rope.
Oh my god!
Having implants.
I feel like I know of it somewhere. Why?
Why not?
I mean, I thought about it for a long while before I did it. I mean, I got a lot of uproar from the whole industry, but who are they to judge me?
Yeah, I mean, what are they?
They can all go to hell. They don't pay my bills.
No, you got a point.
And that's that.
Happy Monday, everyone, and thank you for joining me for a brand new episode of Off the Rails. Those of you just tuning in, thanks again, and make sure you are catching up on the restreams of all my live streams because I know I have fans all over the place that just, aren't up at this hour, or maybe they're doing like normal shit, like working and stuff like that. But anywho, thanks again. And it was quite a weekend this past weekend. I'd like to thank all of the fans who came out to Loco Wrestling in Texas and Javi Martinez. I loved working for Loco. And of course, working with a Necro Butcher. Whoop, whoop. I see Steve. I see Ben. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Hi, John. How are you? Paul, what's up? It was great seeing you. Hoping to see you in Detroit. Coming up soon for the Lunacy TV taping, by the way. I will put this up there a few times, obviously, but do not forget Detroit, Michigan on November 22nd on Harpo's. There will be a JCW Lunacy TV taping. Harpo's is such a special place, by the way. I remember years ago the tragic incident that happened there with Dimebag Darrell. So it brings back a lot of great memories of meeting Dimebag Darrell on that tour when he was with Damage Plan. He was one of the first heavy metal interviews I did for my DVD zine series. What else is there? I mean, there's so much going on right now. First and foremost, my condolences to Gina Fine's family who passed away. She was one of the greatest adult performers during the 90s and one of the coolest people I met during that era. Which is kind of weird for me to say because I could count on one hand or maybe a hand and a half of how many girls or porn performers from the 90s that were actually cool, and she was definitely one of them. But my condolences to her family. Definitely a great person and talent gone way too soon. Like, seriously, it's all these great talents dying. Why can't it be a fucking Kardashian? Because they've contributed like zero to society except fucking up talent and like fucking up things in general. Anyway, I'm not calling for like anyone to do anything crazy, but anyway. Do I know what happened to her? No, I do not know what happened to her. Hey, Real Juggalo, how are you? I've got to say, if there are young wrestling fans out there who never experienced the Attitude Era back in its prime, definitely catch up with a JCW Lunacy. It's every Thursday on the Psychopathic Records page. Definitely come out to a show. The shows are pretty hot. I love it when people paint their faces. I think it's kind of cute, but a small piece of unknown information, okay? I'm actually afraid of clowns. So I think seeing people dressed up as clowns all the time with the makeup on, and of course juggalos are really cool. It sort of has put clowns in a whole new light. And I've like not had sex with a juggalo yet. Anyway, if anyone is in the market for an amazing coffee, obviously I had some prior, make sure to hop on over to supermassiveblackcoffee.com. That's supermassiveblackcoffee.com. Use the code MBN, like massive black, new for 20% off. Yeah, just use the code MBN for 20% off at supermassiveblackcoffee.com. Yeah. Let's see. Hi, Jamal. How are you? So, before I bring my next guest on, when I first started working at JCW, I remember meeting this guy who was doing like almost everything there, like helping. You've got ring crew girls or ring card girls. Sorry, those are like all the hot little girls you see walking around with the ring cards, like the one we had last weekend. He's clowning on stage, and I got to find out more about that because that looks cool. Managing, wrestling, it's like, what doesn't this guy do? But I think the biggest disappointment is that, well, I won't say it, but anyway, he knows what the biggest disappointment is, and it's not bad, by the way. Let me welcome to the stage, and those of you who watch JCW Lunacy, those of you who are very familiar with the Juggalo family know this guy as Jeeves. If you are looking for him on his socials are at 24K Lion. I think that's it. Yes. If I'm incorrect, I know that Paul Corbin will correct me and post the correct social. Yeah, Jeeves does wear a lot of hats. And real quick, that local wrestling show, just to make sure that this is out there, nobody was injured despite the rumors that are going on. Okay. So I know that there's some backyarders saying that there was an injury. There was nothing like that. And that's a really great way to cost someone work. But everyone was great. The fans were amazing. And I loved the weather. And it was great catching up with Masada, Ludark, and of course, Necro Butcher. He's your obsession. He's my obsession. Yeah, it's Jeeves. Come on. Did you jack your Hatchet Man charm yet? Okay, we'll talk about that. I didn't steal my Hatchet Man charm yet. I had a guy buy it for me at the gathering. Okay. Anyway, let me get Jeeves on here. We'll have him talk. I'll have him explain it to you so I don't get in trouble.
Hi, girl. How are you?
Good. I'm like, okay, so I don't know if I did the wrong thing by like not stealing a Hatchet Man. So I have someone asking me if I jack my Hatchet Man necklace. Could you please let everyone know? See,
I love it. I love it. Like before I even got on, you've already like talked about 8 of our like private personal things. It's fucking great. Yeah, no. So yeah, no. People are asking if you stole a Hatchet Man because when like we first started hanging out and talking, you're like, I gotta get a Hatchet Man chain, and I was like, well, you can't buy it. That's not how you do it. That's not Juggalo culture. You got to steal it. Like I don't make the rules. Like it's what it is. But like from like a store, not like another Juggalo. Like take down the machine type shit.
Okay, so I'll walk in a Hot Topic and steal another one just for the fuck of it, and let's hope that I don't get busted, because I'm sure if Jay heard about that, he'd be pissed off. Like, what is she doing?
He would love it. He'd probably post the article on the fridge.
Oh, I love it. I love that even more. So I've got to ask you, how did you get involved with the whole Juggalo culture? That's the enigma with you. How did you even get involved in this? Because you're a nice, responsible guy.
I try. Like no, it was Briar Wellington. Like it was the COVID times. And Violent J, like he had that itch to bring JC Dub back hard, like nothing was happening in the world. And Briar needed a Jeeves, and I became his Huckleberry. And then on my like debut, like I just went out, did Jeeves how I perceive Jeeves, which is just me, and fucking Violent J after the match was just all up. It's the Patreon special in his house where like every match was in a room in his house, and he just like put me over, like best Jeeves ever, and then the rest history from there. And then somehow my degenerate ass is responsible enough to get to now work a little bit more in the company than just managing and rubbing Caleb's butt.
I wouldn't mind rubbing Caleb's ass, but I don't think he could afford it.
Probably not. It's a nice butt though. Like he does have one of like not in like a no diddy as the kids say, but like he does got a nice butt.
Well, a guy just told me I have to show my butthole after jacking. Well, who do I have to show it to? I'm not going to show it to the attendants at fucking Hot Topic. Like, I will not show my butthole. I think I've done that enough in the past. What did you do prior to working for JCW? And you can tell us what it is. Even if you're a drug dealer, it's like no holds barred here.
No, I mean, like, who hasn't done that? But like that, I would never call that like my career at any time. That's crazy. But no, like I've been on the indie scene for like 6 years. Before getting into wrestling, I was a jack of all trades, but like never like a normal desk job person. That's just never really been me. I used to get paid to travel the country for this card game called Magic the Gathering, and I just tell you how to play it basically. And like, yeah, no, I'd be making thousands of dollars a weekend going to like major cities just for a card game. It's fucking nuts. Before that, the army, and then before that, selling drugs and various other things. But like that's high school. You guys like, can't get a job in high school. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, really, you shouldn't even get a job as an adult. Like, that's just the most, like, being me is a full-time job. I signed up for this dating site, right? This place called Bond Dating. It's very exclusive. So it has in their job. I put down there, are you kidding me? Being me is a full-time job.
That's really good though. Like that, like so, like hear me out. Read if I was on a dating site and I saw that in your profile, that 100% describe like that's you. That's you in a like nutshell.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the age range I put was like 40 to 70. The girl called me up. She was like, that's kind of like a 30-year range. I'm like, fine, fuck it. Let's just make it 30 to 70. But I haven't received any really cool hits yet. Everyone looks like American Psycho. For those of you just hopping onto the stream, don't forget to subscribe to Crazy Train with Jasmin St. podcast. That's crazy with a K because I am crazy with a K. Apple, Spotify, Amazon, all those places you listen to podcasts, and of course to my YouTube, which is what you're watching right now. We do have a new episode dropping every Wednesday, starting this Wednesday. So let's go back to this whole Magic the Gathering. Isn't that like some kind of weird nerdy card game?
It is. It's literally like that's how I tell people what it is. It's just a nerdy ass card game, and like it's weirdly, like when I played it, it was big. Now it's like huge. Everybody plays it essentially. Like, and like, yeah, no, it was crazy. Like, just was playing it at a store one day. And then I got in trouble in a tournament. And then I was like, wait, how do I get your job to where you just get to be paid to be here instead of like paying to be here? And then rest is history. Like you've seen me, like anything I put my mind to, I just kick ass and go. And same in that world, just started kicking ass, then getting paid to like fly out to Texas, California, Vegas.
Why did you get in trouble? I'm afraid to ask, but what did you do?
Oh, I just didn't know how to play the game good. Yeah, I just didn't know what I was doing. I was like, well, it should work this way because then I would win. That's all.
I would have just cheated. I mean, what's the problem with cheating on these things? Who gives a fuck? I mean, the amount of games and people I've cheated on in my life. So, where did you train to wrestle, and what was your fascination with wrestling?
Oh my God. So I trained at the House of Truth, which is now Grind Time Wrestling, formerly owned by Truth Martini, the greatest Ring of Honor manager in the history of Ring of Honor, and now owned by 4-time Stanley Cup winner Darren McCarty, and Truth Martini still trains there. And then Alex Shelley of current WWE SmackDown fame, the Motor City Machine Guns, trains there on Thursday for an advanced class, which is really dope. And then like the fascination's always been there. Like the first time I saw this shit on TV, I was just like, oh my God, what is this? And then like it was Chris Jericho versus some dude with this military gimmick on a Saturday night, like nothing important. And I just like my mind exploded. I was like, I'm gonna do that one day. And then fast forward fucking like 20 plus years, and I was just like, fuck it. Living my life, pull that trigger, and we're here.
Yeah, it's a way different lifestyle. Like I love doing all of the JCW tours. It's fun. Now, okay, I'm going to go to the gathering in a minute because I saw some content online that really triggered me badly. I don't think this girl was a juggalette. She was definitely a juff and was at the gathering. Actually, I'll go to it now. The Thought, as I call her, which is that girl over there, Thought. She's like in this little black and white outfit talking about the gathering and like zooming the camera around. what are your thoughts on this? Because you have this person with uncreative juggalo makeup, some little Hot Topic outfit on, pretending to know the culture, but you could tell she didn't know the culture and was just kind of videoing people around, treated them like fucking circus sideshows, which they're not. You know, is this a thing they're going to stop doing? Like, are they going to stop allowing random streamers into these events?
Never, because we get their money. like no,
Yeah.
like they still got to pay to be there to make that content. And like, I don't know, like my view on it's kind of like Boss Man's view on it, like where it's like no publicity for JC Dub or psychopathic or the Juggalo movement is bad publicity. Like there are people making fun of us, but then for every one of those, there's 100 just showing you how cool it is. Like I lost my phone at the gathering because night one I got very messed up and enjoyed myself too much and fucking lost my phone, and then the juggalos put it all over the internet, and then my phone was found and all my shit was in it. It was crazy. So,
I mean, for the most part, juggalos are very nice people. There was a guy who lost his wallet with about $300-400 in it. It showed up like a couple of hours later, and he got all of his money back, which was really nice, I think. And that's like one of the last places you'd expect to get all your money back. Okay, flipping back to wrestling. So, who came up with your character for JCW? Was that you or the big man?
big man. That Jeeves has been around forever. As long as Breyer's been in the company, Jeeves has been in the company. But like the current iteration of Jeeves, if you will, like that, like it's his idea, but my take on the idea. And like that's why I love working there and like working with Violent J and now Vince Russo. We can talk about it. The internet spoiled it already. Fucking because that's their big thing. Like we like it's a business. We have our thing where it's all wrote out, but like they like you're there for a reason. Like, and if you don't know your reason, you're crazy. Like I'm there because I'm good at talking and like drawing emotion. So like I take whatever they want me to say, and I'm like, how would I say that though? What would I like? What's like sometimes there'll be a word, and I'm like, I don't say that word. I've never said that word.
Yeah, it's really different. I think it's great having Vince Russo there. I've always watched his stuff during the Attitude Era. And here's the thing, there's a younger generation of wrestling fans who have never seen the Attitude Era. All they do is they see video clips, they just hear about it, but they're not witnessing it, which I think is important. They have to have something better out there, because I got to tell you, like WWE, AEW, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Like, I'm not trying to shit on the product, or maybe, but what the hell? And so many of these girls look alike. At least at JCW, none of these girls look alike. Haley's got her like cute little blonde braids with the pink in it. You got Al, she's got her, her pretty dark hair, and she's got her own look going on. She's pretty. You got Katrina Creed. Everyone is different. Now, there's a question here for you. Jeeves, pick 3 wrestling venues you would like to see JCW at anywhere in the world. So pick 3 in the world.
Goddamn, like venue. Okay, obviously MSG, just because I like it. It's like, to me, that's our Tokyo Dome. Tokyo Dome would be cool, I guess, if we're gonna go wrestling venue. But the EC Dub Arena would be dope to go to, because like I feel like we're the ECW of today's like wrestling. Like GC Dub and us are like that counter culture to wrestling, and it's so weird because we're such different products.
Yeah. No, it definitely feels like ECW in the locker room. That's what the vibe is that I get. Plus, working there, you have different girls, and different types of characters. Because when you think about it, in ECW, these guys were extended versions of their natural beings, right? So Sandman was a brawler. New Jack was a gangster. Vito was Vito. But it's such a tough decision. Like, I don't know. Okay, so Vince Russo, obviously, is part of JCW. Then we have Big Vito. But they've both got a shit ton of money and, like, power. So I don't know who's hotter right now. So I'm just waiting it out. I always go for the guy with the bigger wallet. If he doesn't have a big wallet, he's got to have a big cock and be one hell of a fuck. But be prepared to get replaced by a guy with a super huge wallet. So yeah, that was a lot to say. Anywho, moving right along with JCW, where do you see this going? Because I think it's on an upward rise.
It's 1,000%. Like it's so like it. I get talked about JCW every day, just like in the DMs, messages, people just hitting me up, text, phone calls, like people I ain't talked to in forever, like ain't seen since like before Jeeves existed. Like, and it's like, so like it's being seen. It's not like it's some little indie that only 30 people are seeing. Like we have 2,000 plus people crowds. Like, yes, we're attached to an ICP concert, but still, it's there. The eyes are on it. That's called good branding, like getting a mixture of crowds and fan bases. And like, I legit see we could be like, I think the era of television is dead, and like it's the era of streaming. It's like the streaming service type thing, and I don't think there's any reason why we couldn't be like a Netflix style show, not on Netflix, but you know, like one of those Hulu, Tubi. We could probably have our own channel on Roku.
Yeah, I know, or like Amazon. It's funny because someone in here just said JCW is actually being talked about on wrestling podcasts now that Vinny Rue joined. Here's the thing. Actually, now that I think about it, he's kind of cute, Vince Russo. But
Silver Fox.
I know, Silver Fox vibes, baby. Woo! So I think it's all positive, but I remember the second the rumors started hitting the internet, I get this message from someone that I worked with at XWF Wrestling. So I heard you got Vince Russo there. I'm like, yeah, it's going really good. And instead of being supportive, this is his comment. I could do a lot better. But Vinny is cooler because he knows how to write people and he knows how to get controversy going. And, you know, speaking of which, I remember in Reno, those were all wrestling fans when we had the free show. It was packed. I spoke to people who drove in from California to go to shows there. California is a dry place right now for wrestling. Do you think JCW might actually run a little bit more here? Because there's nothing out in California. Like XPW, dead. And that I can't even like shine our shoes at JCW. There's nothing else out here.
I think we have a good draw anywhere at this point, and it's not just like the ICP fans, like you were saying, it's wrestling fans. Like it's a product with eyes on it now, and like I think we could do good in Cali. I think what is it? There's still PWG and Hood Slam. Like my opinion, a Hood Slam JC Dub crossover episode could be fire. I don't know. Dream match for me, just because I think it's hilarious, would be Cocaine versus Drugs Bunny. That would be amazing.
Yeah. I'm just glad that they're Hood Slam is still going. Yep, I didn't know about that. Apparently it is. I think Joe's one of the coolest bosses ever. He's definitely very nice. Now, I want to speak to you about the gathering. What was your reaction to the very first gathering that you went to? And did he go as a pre-JCW or post-JCW?
My first one was it was post JC Dub. First one I ever went to, it was with Breyer. We showed up. We literally just went to work and then we left that night. So like I didn't get to experience it. And then the second one I did, I was like, I'm staying the whole weekend. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right. And then ended up falling in love with the whole culture that weekend. Realized like, oh, I've been a jug my whole life. That's crazy. Just didn't know it. And then proceeded to enjoy myself way too much. That's a reoccurring theme at the gathering. It's very easy to do that there.
Yeah, I figured that out. And real quick, anyone hopping into the stream right now, make sure to, if you are in Detroit or maybe if you're not, come on over anyway. It's a free TV taping November 22nd at Harpo's in Detroit for JCW Lunacy. Jeeves will be there. of course, Violent J, Brothers of Instruction, Holly Hood, Haley J, Too Tough Tony, Caleb. I'm seeing all these faces here. Definitely Cocaine. Cocaine's one of my favorite people to work with. Actually, I said I never had sex with a juggalo, but I did kiss a juggalo.
That's
So
true. Cocaine kissed you.
who?
Cocaine.
Yes, I just kissed a juggalo. Question for Jasmin and Jeeves. Best unsigned talent you would love to see in JCW wrestling? You first. So 3 talents.
3 talents. Okay. Let's see. I would go. There's this female wrestler out there in the Midwest area. Her name's Miss Larkin. She's on OVW.
Yeah.
Fantastic, crazy human being. The vibe, like the whole her would just fit really well in JC Dub. Like she basically is our female like fans mindset, but like talented and a wrestler. God, who else would be really good? That's really all I've thought about. That's crazy. Yeah, that's all I got. That's it. I got one.
So I have 2. One of them, okay, so I actually 3. So Missy Hyatt, only because I worked with her before and I know she's out there. She's a legend. It would sort of be introducing her to a younger demographic, but we had some really good feuds together, and she's also reliable, which is important, and it's so hard to find with people, and she knows the business. Tim Strange, he's a guy from the UK who's a cowboy gimmick. And then I hate to say this, okay, only if we do a love triangle. There's a mystery man out there in the UK. How he's linked to me, I'm not going to say. Cocaine knows what the whole link and connection is. But there's just a mystery guy. That's all. That's all I'm saying. It's a mystery man. He does great promos. He's a great wrestler, but he's one of the biggest heels. But that's all I'll say. I don't want to like say anything else because then it'll just reveal too much about Jasmin, and we have to keep the whole single illusion going, you know, and the whole Jasmin enigma going, and all this shit I do. But that's all. He's way too pretty to be a wrestler, but he is. He really is. So, yeah, The Gathering was something else. Like it's in a league of its own, guys, and that's something to experience once in a lifetime. And I think this one was one of the biggest ones, the 25th year. How did you get on all these other things like Ring Card Girls? That's got to be fun. Looking at all the hot girls all ready to go.
You help me do that though. That's like our thing. We do. We like to go and just pick out the ring card hotties, if you will. No, it's that one was weird. Like we needed some for a Detroit show. I live in Detroit, so I got a bunch, and then it just continued. Like on every city, like, Jeeves, can you go get ring girls? Like, sure. And like I didn't even like realize like it's a big thing like in the Juggalo community, but like a bunch of the ring girls we have had on the product, literally, they're whatever their internet little career is, whether it's content or Etsy shit, like their shit goes up and then they start making like better money. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. So like it's cool. Like you get to give opportunity, and like also you get to like scout for like beautiful women. Not a horrible gig.
Yeah, I love doing that, and I love seeing all the different girls like dressed up differently and the makeup. Plus, I feel as though it's nothing against you. Sometimes when we go up to people, if they have a boyfriend there, and maybe they feel a little bit more comfortable if there's a female, that it's not as harsh as just some like hot-looking blonde guy that's gonna fuck your girlfriend or your wife. I mean, dude, no guy is gonna want their girl backstage with guys, especially
you've seen it before.
You're trustworthy.
But it's so weird though, right? Because like all the boyfriends are always like, why is this guy asking my girlfriend something? But then they're normally way more excited about it than they are. They're like, oh my God, babe, you should do it. Oh, that'd be so cool, babe. You got to.
Like a suitcase trip. Yo, girl, go ahead and do that. Poor man, make that money. Here's Tracy. Hey, Tracy, we love you. Everyone remember Tracy X Krakow with her gorgeous little handmade goodies. She says hi. Hey, Tracy. Tracy, we're talking about talent for JCW before, and there's this big reveal that'll probably come out about Jasmin before the new year. But that's all. Anyway, yeah. It's the mystery guy that I don't look. I don't really give a shit where he ends up as long as he keeps fucking me good. That's all. I don't care. But yeah. It would be cool if someone did a Godfather gimmick again with the hose. Yeah, that would be cool. Like a Val Venus. Everyone knows Tracy. Tracy was on the stream before. So here's a guy. My first gathering of Juggalos was great. ICP, Gore, JCW, Jasmin, and doing zip lining. And I loved seeing Jeeves draw nuclear heat at the gathering. Yeah, you know, did you decide to mold yourself after any specific manager or wrestler? Like, how did all this start? Like, how did you know psychology?
I mean, like, I've been watching wrestling my whole life, been a fan my whole life. Like, and something I've noticed, like, when people like get trained or decide to get into the business, is they forget everything they've ever watched about the business. And it's like, nah, man, I already know what pisses me off or makes me cheer. And like, also, I'm just like, I'm very personable and like, I don't know, like, I like attention. Like, it fuels me. You know what I mean? It's like vitamins for me. I'm like, So it's I don't know. It comes naturally because like a lot of people like the talking and the entertainment part is the hardest part of what we do. Like some of the, you know what I mean? And like to me, I'm just like, yeah, it's easy. Oh, you want me to do a flip? I know, stunt double, pause. Like, I don't know. It's just like, and like Bobby the Brain Heenan, you got to throw his name out there. Like, he's amazing. One of the best. Andy Kaufman would probably be my biggest influence, though, because that guy just understood character work, getting into character, staying in character, and fucking just like the greatest women's champion of all time.
So
I am Steve Roberts. I am.
Yes, he is. He thinks you're very young. So I don't know if he thinks you're like 18 or 19 years old.
I'll take that, though. I'll take that. That's great.
I'm telling you. Yeah, so I've got to ask you about the clowning because I love watching the shows from the side of the stage. I took clowning at Second City, but we were learning things like what Chris Farley did on Saturday Night Live. Like those are the references we had. Like when he did the whole Chippendale skit with Patrick Swayze. Like that's where we mold our stuff from. Everyone at Second City or the classics were on SNL when it was great. So when I see clowning and y'all are talking about clowning, how did you get talked into that? And what do you do on stage?
Man, so that like it was like I was just chilling. We had the next I want to say it was 2 tours ago. So not the last one, but the one before, like just chilling, getting ready for that. And my phone rang. One of my bosses, not the big man and not the scary big man, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
but not either of them, but the Rudester, the man in the black hat, like hit me up and he was like, "Yo, Jeeves, you're not a complete idiot. Do you want to do this?"
You're not a complete idiot.
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, it's good to hear from you too, buddy." And then the rest of that's history. Like, and like I thought, like, oh, I'm just gonna clown on stage, shoot Fago, go, nah, like now, like I rarely get to see y'all on tour. It's crazy. Like we got 12 days together and I get to spend like 5 hours of the entire tour with y'all anymore because like they got me helping out with a VIP, bunch of other stuff. Like it's nuts, but like it's cool. Like it's cool to be a part of the machine that is JC Dub and like ICP at this point. It's nuts.
Yeah, it really is. And here's a good one. I want to see Colby Carino with Caleb versus Caleb Conley. Tracy Shangri-La says clowning is no joke. Yo 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 from one of the random 666. Jeeves is one of the best unsigned managers in wrestling today. He really is. I think that JCW is out there because we have people from other companies that want to work with us. So here's the $1 million question, Mr. 24,000 man.
Well, it's gold, 24K.
Yes. What's the deal with those costumes? Do they stink really bad?
So, like the clown costumes, no, because your boy also is apparently a certified laundromat technician, and like I kick ass on that shit, dog. I bring Tide Pods, I bring fabric softener, like I got the bleach stick. Like, yeah, no, like that shit don't smell because like I'm not rocking a smelly costume all night. That'd be crazy.
Let me ask you this, like, and you don't have to tell us. You could always do the, the very mysterious, Jasmine stiff that I do or answer with. So, are you taken? Are you single? What is it?
Your boy is single, ready to mingle, and just out here living life. Like, we're not looking for Mrs. Jeeves, but like we are looking for a cuddle buddy in every city we go to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just being honest. Like, it is what it is. Like we're out here, we're doing rock star shit, and I am not in a place where I can be a committed person in a relationship. Like, I can't answer my phone at every second of the day. Like, this is what it is.
Okay, that's funny. So, I was dating this Hell's Angel, and I knew one of the girls dating a prospect, and we were hanging out one day. She's getting all upset because he wouldn't pick up the phone. I'm like, dude, he can't exactly like interrupt doing 1%er shit to answer your call. Like, it's one of those things. You got to put a brotherhood before the woman. And in a way, I feel this is the same thing. It's like bros before hoes. So what I would have asked you is, what do you think the challenge would be of having a relationship with someone while doing all the juggalo stuff you do?
Man, doing all the like pro wrestling and like relationships, in my opinion, don't really work. So like you add the juggalo world, and that's ridiculous. Like, I don't know how some of these guys do it. Like, to me, I'm just like, that's nuts, man. Like, there's too much temptation out there. There's too much like you just like sometimes you just need a stress relief on the road. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know. I've
that's
never
crazy.
hooked up
I
with
couldn't do
anyone
it.
on the
That's
road.
nuts. Power to them.
Yeah. So Jeeves, what's your favorite Fago flavor or favorite Fago flavors?
Favorite Fago flavors. Like, I like that blueberry raspberry shit. That shit is delicious. There's a blue moon mist also.
Oh,
Like, you don't see it anymore, but that shit was fire. And then like, I guess I like all the blue flavors. Something about the blue dye or something. The cotton candy one's boss too.
I feel like we have to make Jello shots. I'd like to try the peach. Someone just mentioned that. So John J wants to know: are we going to see Shaggy 2 Dope on future shows? He's been at the ICP shows, but he wants to know if you'll see him on the JCW side of things. I
Oh, I
believe.
thought he meant your show. I was like, I don't know. That's a Jasmine question.
I
That
want to
ain't
see
my
I want to
show.
go on Shaggy show one day. But yeah, would we be seeing them in JCW? You think?
I like listen, we've seen him this year already, and I'm sure we're gonna see him again this year. Like like it's one of those like you so here's the thing about JC Dub. You gotta watch because you don't actually know who's ever gonna show up. Like we have a new world champion, like that got spoiled, so we can talk about it. Like he would have been on my list of people that should be in the company, but out of nowhere he is, and now he's the champ. The indie god himself, man, the complete Matt Cardona. You know what I mean? Like anybody can show up. Like it's not like when we say everybody wants to be here, we're not kidding. Like
Yeah.
I like people you never expect to want to be here want to be here. Like JC Dub's been around 25 plus years. Like it's one of those of legend things. Like yeah, no, it's so I wouldn't say it's a no. I just would say you got to watch the see.
Yeah, it was shocking to see Vampiro there, but I remembered he was a juggalo. So, those of you tuning in, please make sure if you are not doing anything November 22nd and you are near Detroit, come on over to Harpo's for a free TV taping of JCW Lunacy. Doors are at 6:30 p.m. It'll be a lot of fun, I promise. I can guarantee you that. A few more questions. Need the Evil Dead back. He was teased during the Outbreak origin story. I'd love to see ICP. Yeah, well, one of these days. Regular ass Fago Cola is the best. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I like I like all the Faygo flavors, but I would love to see like a peach or a cotton candy Jello shot. I don't know how you do those, like what you have to mix with it, or if it's just regular Jello flavor, mix Faygo and vodka, then put it in the fridge. Like I have no fucking clue. I think that's like a Sarah question, um, for some reason. So why don't we go into the day? Like what goes into a day of the life of a juggalo? Like on a show. Like what goes into your daily life when we're touring besides waking up?
Oh man. So no, we'll start there. So like my work day starts at 10, so I normally wake up at 9:55. Rush to put on one of my outfits that normally eats up like 2 minutes because it's got to match. Like I don't care if I'm lifting and moving shit. I'm gonna be the flyest dressed motherfucker in that building in my teddy bear sandals. If you
Yes.
know, you know. Like uh, and then like it's just work all day. And then around 3, we get to do wrestling. So then I get to transition to that a little bit. And then I do work during the wrestling. Like we go get the ring girls, we do the VIP stuff. Fucking and then wrestling ends. And then normally I got to go party, and man, I partied hard. But freaking now I get to go back to work. Work normally ends like, so you figure ICP gets off stage at 11. So I'm getting off stage at 11 to continue working till about 2 in the morning. And then my bus is the quote unquote party bus.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's usually like me, Ricky Morton, not Ricky, Carrie, Joe Dombrowski is one of our night owls, and like Willie Mack and Too Tough Tony, and we just up drinking, clowning. I'm normally getting talked into getting chopped by James Storm. That happens way more often than it should. Like it's weird. It's like that's what I think a juggalo life is though. Like you take care of what you got to, but then you party just as hard as you play. You know what I mean? Or work. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's what it is.
Yeah, nobody really understands the culture of. Someone wants to ask how long you've been down with the clown.
Like I said, like I became a full-fledged low, not this gathering, but the gathering before. Like I live in Detroit. Like the clowns have been around my entire life. Violent J was at my high school graduation because his
What?
niece, yeah, no, his niece went to my high school. So like they were there, like he was there, like it was, yeah. But like I just like I just do me, and like up until this point, like the clowns just weren't in my future, and then now they're kind of like my entire life. It's really weird. Like it's one of those, like I'm grateful for it every day. I say my praise to the Fago gods.
Yeah. It's an interesting, like, it's just very interesting being around this for so many years. Then I was divorced from wrestling for a while, for a long time. Because when you get out of wrestling, you have to fully divorce yourself. That means no signings, no appearances, no like talking wrestling with people online, just fully divorced. This is what Dawn Marie and I had a discussion about the other day. She's someone I loved working with, by the way. And she's so pretty and just one of the nicest people you could ever work with and professional. But she still does her signings, but she's like, yeah, you have to know when to divorce yourself. That means you don't really speak to wrestling friends, which kind of sucks. But I think juggalos are different. Um, Question.
Answer.
Oh yeah, is James Storm a juggalo?
Man, I call him Huggy Bear, but Huggy Bear is so down with the cloud.
Really?
Like he's also one of those people that like was a juggalo and just didn't realize he's a juggalo. And yeah, no, he's a juggalo. James Storm, like he's a cowboy. Like
I
I've
know.
never seen him ride a horse, but like that man's a cowboy. I'm telling you,
Really?
fuck dog.
That's so hot. Oh my God. Like, you shouldn't have told me that. Like, I feel my nipples getting harder when you say that. And then I saw him from the side of the stage at Hollow Wicked. He had those teddy bear slippers on and he was showing them to
My
me.
goddamn teddy bear slippers. That's something.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So here's a question for you, Jeeves. WWF, WCW, and ECW wrestlers you would like to manage in JCW, and you could probably pick one of each.
One of each. All right. So we're allowed to play past because two of those companies no longer exist.
Exactly. No,
But I mean, technically, all three.
they do.
Yeah, I mean, technically, but like, no, like people I think I would have been really good with, like, if I could do the time machine shit, like in WWF. I mean, I think me and $1 Million Man could have been money. That would have been like, I'm already a butler, so that would be fire. Uh, Bam Bam Bigelow probably would have actually like that's the dream dude though. That dude had everything. That guy was like the first hybrid big man. Like, yeah, no, that would have been the guy. Like, be able to just mouthpiece for him so he could get that extra step where he should have been. That would have been fire. In WCW, probably just would have liked to been the talk piece for the entire like new breed. Speaking of Vince Russo, because I actually I enjoyed the last few years of WCW. Controversial take, but
Yes.
it was entertaining as shit. And no, that would have been a good group to manage. Like, it's a whole stable. Like, treat them like they're better than the Horsemen. Would have just drew more heat. It would have been great. And then in ECW, New Jack, just because
Oh, that would be awesome.
right, because you don't see it. So it'd just be really stupid great, and we probably could have been doing those showing my white friend black people shit, showing my black friend white people shit, like memes as promos before they were memes, and that just would have been great.
Yeah, I miss New Jack. He was really a force to be reckoned with, and that whole mass transit incident. Like, people don't understand. That guy lied about his age, and then he was backstage smoking a cigarette. Then he insisted on going over. So you don't walk into a locker room where you're looking to do a dark match or looking to work telling them, I want to go over it because this is my town. That's how people get fucked up. And those of you just joining the stream, don't forget to go to Apple, whatever, Spotify, Amazon. Make sure you subscribe and download Crazy Train with Jasmin St. podcast. That's crazy with a K. And if you are in the market for some really good black coffee, supermassiveblackcoffee.com, make sure to put in the code MBN for 20% off. And you could be as amped up as I am, like all day and all night.
The name of that coffee is amazing.
I know. I did not come up with it. I got to get like an espresso sponsorship because I live off Nespresso first thing in the morning. So you really I don't know how you sleep because those are long hours. And you do it for the sake of the, they do just for the sake of, being there and for the love of the company. But Violent J makes it, and also the whole staff there, our mysterious man with the black cap and everyone else makes it very pleasant to be there. I'll say one thing, like when I worked at XPW, they never fed us. In fact, the photographer, one of the nicest people you could ever meet, would bring bananas and water for the wrestlers.
They don't make that much money, so that's crazy. That's like a teacher having to supply teaching supplies. Like, that's crazy to me.
Yeah, they don't use teaching supplies nowadays. They just have sex with their students. At least the female teachers do. But some of those teachers that are having sex with these underage boys, I hate to say this, some of them are
hot.
Who is it, the dad or is it the mom? Like, who's the Karen complaining?
The mom, what is it? Pete Davidson's in these SNL skits, and it's the best thing ever. They're like, what kind of names did they call you? OG, fucking man who slayed the, it's so good because it's like, he ain't complaining. Ain't no kid ever been like, man, a 10 had sex with me. Oh.
Yeah, good job, son. That's probably why I'm not a parent. I'd be the most unconventional parent ever. Plus, I like my freedom because I'm allowed to do clown shit, I want to clown with you guys one day on stage. I like the ones that wave the flags. That's you?
I do that. I do that. Like that's fun. Waving the flag's fun. Like all of it's fun. Like it's one of those like it's an experience because like you just get to look out and you see the whole crowd. It's nuts and like they're nuts out there. Like fun fact. If you're watching and you don't want to be sprayed in Fago in the front row, don't act like you don't want to be sprayed with Fago in the front row. Cause that immediately I'm just like, well, you're obviously going to get sprayed now.
Yeah. And one thing I've noticed is when people jump up on the stage, it's like bedlam, but people look out for each other. So I was crowd surfing and stuff at the Ritz back in the 90s when like Overkill and Testament played there, Nuclear Assault. But when you fell, people would like help you back up. Nowadays, I think people just leave you in a mosh pit, you know?
Not with the Juggalos though.
No,
They're
they don't.
like they're really like they are a helpful bunch. I've seen in what is it the year run of Lunacy. I've seen at least 10 wheelchair crowd surfs. And that's team effort, like because they take the wheelchair too. They don't just leave the person without their chair. They're like, you need to be able to move when you land. And
Yeah,
it's just
exactly.
fucking great to me.
No, that's super cool. I've been to enough metal festivals. I see the difference. Like in the States, people don't really help each other up. You go to places like Scandinavia, they're going to help you up, you know, but you don't get a lot of female crowd surfers. Like those days are done for me, but I'll go to like a good heavy metal festival. What do you think you'd be doing if you weren't at JCW? Like what would your normal life look like?
It'd be just me trying to make it still. Like it's like wrestling's my thing. It's what I love. It's what I'm gonna do. And yeah, no, I'd just be out here still just trying to make it on the indie scene. Like and like I'm in Michigan, which is like it's like a hub city, not just for like the airport, but like for wrestling. Like every major city minus West Coast is like 8 hours away. So it's drivable. Like we have legendary promotions out here, like I mean JC Dub, what? XICW. There's IWR, which is owned by Rhino.
Yes.
Like I'm surprised you haven't come out to do IWR yet. That's crazy.
He has my phone number and he met me last year at Horace. Did I meet you at Horace Slam last year?
We did. You didn't like me.
Yeah, I was on that show. That's when I met Violent.
Yeah, we worked together. You didn't like me. It was funny.
No, I did like you. No.
I was like, oh, she don't like me. That's crazy.
No,
then,
no. I get no. No. It's not like that. People, I don't know.
I'm kidding. Like I get it. Like I know you. I get it. Like there's like we meet too many people just to be like are like So I mean, granted, I am like you can ask almost anybody on the roster who's the first dude that made you feel welcome at JC Dub. It's usually me because like I just walk around and have to talk with everyone because ADHD. It's what it is.
Well, that's good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I feel as though like, okay, so I talked about you should open up a profile on Bond Dating. Oh wait, no, guys have to pay to be on the profile.
Oh no, I'm good on that then. That's crazy.
I want to see what like a normal dating profile looks like. You know what I think?
Oh, I don't have a normal one, Jasmin, like at all. Like I have one that works.
What this looks like. I mean, I want to see the kind of girls that message you, but I want to do the netting game. Like I want to do a question Q&A with like 3 different juggalos and like pick one to go on a date with. Like we'll go around the gathering. We can go eat out like at the gathering. We can go on a Ferris wheel ride. We could watch a show. Yeah, like normal stuff like that.
Like normal stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean, in the dating game with the juggalos, like, what do you think? Like, where did like? I don't think people go out that far with it. Like, I don't think they actually go walking around.
No, I think it's just like I think they maybe hang out once, or like that just ends when the show's over. I like that because then you film that, then there's more content. Like, then you can do a follow-up episode 2 days later in the gathering for more content where you show the date. Like, we'll make Jeff and Armin film the entire date.
Oh my god!
And then we'll do the recap episode. Like, I just think like that's money right there. So
I would totally do it. This year we went up to a cop and okay, so who was it? It was Armin and Jeff taking me going up to a cop. I did ask him because there was one hot cop there. The other one wasn't so hot. I went up to the one hot cop. I asked him if he could show me his butthole. Like, has anyone ever asked you that? In the meantime, like Jeff's on the other side videotaping. These guys are drinking alcohol while driving on their property. The hypocrisy of it, you know?
Oh, I love it. It's the guy. Listen, those cops are literally only there to like save lives in a save life manner. They don't give a fuck. Like like one of my favorite things is to like even if I have a lighter, just ask the cop to light my joint, just because I'm like, oh, I'm dangerous.
Yeah, it's the netting game. Yeah, so I want to do the netting game, which is it's like the dating game.
She said the netting game. Like,
yeah, but isn't it like the dating game at the same time, or no?
Well, at the like it is like it still ran like dating game style questions and stuff, but it's the netting game, so it's more down to the point. Like, yo, baby, how long until I see that butthole? Right, like that's what it is. Like it's about netting. Like,
so my question could be, okay, so how long till you show me your dick? Is your dick uncut or cut? Do you even have a fucking job? And what is it? Like that type of thing, right? No, Jeeves was not asked to do the Juggalo pageant. He has more dignity than to do Mr. Juggalo pageant. No. I'm saying you're not playing for a date. You're playing for netting. All right, so fine. How would you describe netting exactly?
Which one you're going to fuck?
Okay, fine. That's fine. I could totally do that. All right, so those are the questions. All right, do you bathe? When's the last time? Yeah, how often do you bathe when you're touring?
I try to get a shower every day. Like, it's one of those, like, I won't go more than 2 days without one on the road. Like, I will get it, like, just like we're waiting. I got to go make sure we have this, like, because you got to get that shower. It's small, confined quarters on a tour bus. You've seen tour bus bunks. Like, they're little. Like, we're fitting people on there. And, like, it's tight knit. Like, you can't be the stinky kid. Like, it's like high school. You cannot be the stinky kid.
Well, here's like a guilty admittance. Actually, 2 of them. Okay, first of all, there are times when I have not taken a shower and I've worked. Like I didn't bathe for 2 days, even though there's a perfectly fine shower. I just didn't feel like it. But it's a French thing, but I don't smell. So then I just came back from working on a deathmatch show in Texas 2 days ago. Actually, when did I come home? I came home on Sunday. Ask me when the last time is that I took a shower.
When is the last time, Jasmine, you took a shower?
Saturday morning.
Nice.
And I went to the gym already and everything. I had a massage yesterday. I still didn't bathe. Maybe I should take a fucking shower tonight or tomorrow. I'll figure out. I'll do what I want to. Fuck that. And yes, Steve Roberts, I will fucking play for netting, okay? And let me tell you what's gonna happen. Okay, look. With netting, dude, the worst that could happen. Okay, I will pick someone that I would fuck, and it would be strictly based upon their answers. Okay, and that's it. Steve, who says, dude, I don't eat, so how am I gonna have anything come out of my butthole? Seriously,
that was crazy.
I know, right? Like, what the hell? These people think I eat food. So
you know how many calories are in food?
I know, it's disgusting. I hope you shower before the netting game. How about this? I'll shower like the morning of the netting game. I'll put on my best perfume and my best deodorant just for the netting game.
That's crazy.
And shower for a juggalo. And they better be showered too. Because
that's what I was going to say. Steve Roberts, that's very crazy. Why is Jasmine going to come showered when you know for a fact those fuckers ain't showered since the last gathering? That's crazy.
Yeah, I still have like someone's blood on my leg from the match on Saturday, but I'm pretty sure that's gone now. It's pretty fucked up. I cannot believe I admit that. So many admissions tonight, but look. So what's in future for Jeeves aside from JCW? What else do you have planned? Are you trying to go anywhere like NWA or perhaps TNA?
We just living. We just doing it. Like we're currently in this. We're mapping out like our plans for next year. Fucking when we're not JC Dub touring, I'm gonna be trying to get to the bigger places. You know what I mean? Like not bigger than. I mean, I'd like to get bigger than JC Dub. That'd be amazing. That like if that's I feel like we're all in this business for, but fucking like yeah, no, it's just living life, doing the tour shit. Yeah, no, not much. Probably some women, you know, for being honest. Like, yeah, just living, doing concerts now too, like hosting concerts and shit. Like that's been fun.
I have a feeling, and not because I work here, I have a feeling that next year JCW will be on a higher path, that it will get more eyes on it, that it would be considered a third league, if that makes sense.
Oh, 1,000%.
So I don't necessarily think it'll be like wanting to go to there or there because it'll be here. And that's what I think. I don't know. Maybe I have no fucking clue what I'm talking about. I talk a lot of crazy shit. Any case, at some point I've got to take a shower this evening. Actually, fuck it. I'll take a bath as as my fans are requesting, including a fucking juggalo telling me to take a shower.
Yeah, I know. That's like, hey, you guys are really rude. All right, things you never say. You never ask a woman her age, and you probably really definitely never tell her to shower. That's like a really bad play, guys. Just gonna let you know.
It's a cultural thing, but people that have been next to me like, no, I don't smell. If I don't, bathe. You already have 8,000 viewers. It already works. Actually, we have over 22,000 views on the current episode. And, maybe this is a fun thing Vince Russo's doing, bringing, coming back into this. And I think what he's doing is taking it to where the attitude ended and what it could have been.
1,000%. Like so that's the beauty of like Russo, right? Like we would love to be that like on TV with all these sponsorships like telling us like what to do, but like it's not what JCW is. Like it's really not. Like it's like ICP, Psychopathic Records, JCW, right? They're literally, in my opinion, one of the only examples in all of pop culture you will find where they literally have done this all themselves. Like, there's never been some money man. There's never been some like, you know what I mean? Like people like Blue Chew or something giving them money. Like they've literally built a revolution, a culture, like from the ground up, and like yeah, no, I like they're capable of anything. Like realistically, when that team puts their minds together, and then you add Vincent, who's perfect there because we're so counterculture, he's so counterculture. Like it's it's a match made in heaven, dog. Like problem with Russo is he's always been put in a place with a roof. We don't have one.
What do you mean?
Like so there's always a box, right? That like places where Vince has worked, where eventually they try to put him in it. Like they'll give Vince's like they'll let Vince do Vince for a bit, but then when people start complaining about like Vince, it's because people are not letting him do what you're paying him to do type shit. And like at JC Dub, like we have a cocaine demon. There's some zombies out there. You know what I mean? Like the sky's the limit at JCW. You can do whatever the fuck you want, dog. Like the only thing stopping you is your imagination.
There's a gold digger within the company as well.
There's a few.
No, there's only one.
I don't know. Like me and Caleb are dealing with one right now.
She's not trained like I am, please.
Oh no, I hate her.
No, that girl could be schooled on how to be a real gold digger and how to,
Yes, like I can teach her.
I'm not going to
show her the way.
But no, there is a successful gold digger and an unsuccessful gold digger within the company. And
I don't know. She's stealing Caleb from me right now, and it's making me a little mad. Like,
don't worry, you just escalate up, and if he's going to be lured in by that, like, who cares? You can get better.
That's true. That is true.
You can do a Fonzie Beulah type thing. When is Jeeves going to get in a love triangle? I don't know. Maybe this is it. Maybe that's a love triangle. Could be it.
The only way to know is, again, by watching every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Psychopathic Records YouTube page. What crazy plugs.
I know. And don't forget, of course, those of you who have nothing else to do on the 22nd, hop on by for a free wrestling show in Detroit at the infamous Harpo's. Harpo's is a really good venue, lots of great shows, lots of great history. Doors are at 6:30 p.m. If people want to buy your merchandise, where do they go?
You can just hit me up online. Jeeves at 24K Lion on Instagram, Facebook, Jeremiah Jeeves Goldmain. Yeah, no, like you just hit me up. We got t-shirts, we got belt replicas. What else we got right now? That's like about it. We got Funko Pops coming because like why not? Like, I don't know. Like there's some cool shit to get.
Do you sell them at the shows as well or no?
I like so I was gonna sell merch on this last tour, but my travel plans kept getting switched until about day of, and by the time they were set in stone, I like was like, I'm not getting an extra checked bag. Fuck this. And then I wish I would have because the amount of requests I had on the road was insane. So happens.
Yeah, we just got a Monster Corp t-shirt done. So anyone just hit me up for the Monster Corp t-shirt or the Jasmine one. Paul, I love episode 56 with Jasmine and the secret business meeting with the investor. We need a U.S. Territories champ belt. I want a Jasmine Funko Pop.
The U.S. territory belt exists. I sell replicas of it. Like my belt is a belt. I am the unofficial official Juggalo American Territories champion, including but not limited to American Samoa, Guam, Puerto Rico, Washington D.C. You know, and you can get that. Just message me tonight, dog. I got a few left on the initial run.
Alrighty then. So there is his handle right there at the 24K Lion. And of course, I have to say, I love all the juggalos, and especially there's like a small European juggalo community. So merci mille fois, grazie, for those of you who do chat with me in different languages. I hope to see some of you at the gathering. Anything you'd like to say to the juggalos before I end the stream from my end?
Oh my God. Juggalo community, MCL for fucking ever. Like y'all are the best. I'd rather have 10 Juggalo fans instead of 100 wrestling fans any day of the week. Like y'all are the best. Family shit, 2 scoops of whoop.
Yeah. All right. Well, then I guess I will see you next week in Detroit.
Yes, I will see you on the 22nd in Detroit, Michigan at Harpo's Arena for a live JCW Lunacy taping.
Whoop, whoop. All right. I'll see you then. Thanks for hopping on tonight.
Thank you for having me. Mwah, mwah.
Mwah. Cheers. All right. So I guess that was it for tonight. Next week's guest on Off the Rails will be Colby Carino, who's worked with JCW. A lot of you may know his father, Stephen Carino, who was on my Crazy Train podcast before. So do not forget, if you're listening, subscribe to my YouTube. Go ahead and subscribe to me on iTunes under Crazy Train Podcast with Jasmin St. This week is a new episode with Jack Talos, Zechariah Smith. And yeah, that's it. Whew. Thank you so much for joining me, and do not forget to stay frosty.